What if I told you your thoughts aren't private? Every flicker of doubt, every surge of hope, every hidden fear you try to bury deep inside, something is listening. Not a person, not a machine, but the very fabric of reality itself. And here's the unsettling truth. In the quantum field, nothing you think or feel is ever wasted. It's all recorded, echoed, and reflected back in ways most people never notice. Think about it. You can close the curtains, lock the door, and never say a word out loud, but you can't hide your inner state. You can't put a mask on your vibration. Energy always tells the truth. How many times have you walked into a room and instantly felt tension, even though no one said anything? Or met someone who smiled at you, but something in you whispered, "They're not okay." That's the field at work. That's reality showing you that signals are always being broadcast beneath the surface. Now imagine your mind as a radio station. Every thought you produce, every belief you hold is a frequency. And whether you realize it or not, you're broadcasting 24 hours a day. Just like a song on repeat, your inner state is transmitting into the invisible field around you. The universe doesn't need you to say what you want out loud. It already feels what you are. That's why people say energy doesn't lie. You can fake a smile, you can put on an act, but your subconscious, the part of you that never sleeps, emits signals stronger than any words you could ever speak. And here's the fascinating part. Your subconscious doesn't just express reality. According to the mysteries we've uncovered through quantum science, it actually bends it. This isn't about blind faith or superstition. It's about the strange, undeniable fact that reality responds to the one thing you carry with you everywhere: your attention. In the early 20th century, physicists made discoveries that cracked open the very nature of existence. They found that particles don't exist in fixed positions until they are observed. Before that moment of observation, they exist only as possibility, as potential. What scientists call a superposition. This is known as the observer effect. And the act of looking, of focusing attention, collapses possibility into something real. Pause and really let that sink in. If mere observation from a scientist in a lab can alter the position of particles, then what do you think your constant inner observation, your ongoing stream of thoughts, judgments, emotions, and expectations, does to the reality around you? Think of it like this. Every thought is a spotlight. Wherever your attention goes, energy solidifies. And whatever you fear most, crave most, or secretly expect, begins to take shape. Suddenly, manifestation doesn't sound like some mystical daydream. It starts to sound a lot like physics. You've been collapsing possibilities into reality with every moment of focused awareness, whether you realized it or not. And if this resonates with you so far, take a moment. Pause the noise of the scroll and leave a like or drop a comment with what's stirring in you. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because we're only scratching the surface of how the quantum field listens to the mind. Now, here's something most people miss. It's not your surface-level affirmations that shape reality. You can stand in the mirror all day and chant, "I am abundant, I am abundant." But if underneath your subconscious is screaming, "I'm broke, I'm scared, I'll never be enough," guess which frequency is being broadcast? Your subconscious is like the hidden playlist that actually runs the station. It controls 95% of your daily thoughts and behaviors. That's why you can drive home without thinking, why you react the same way in arguments, why you sabotage opportunities without even realizing it. And because it runs on emotion more than logic, the universe isn't responding to the words you speak. It is responding to the feeling signature you radiate. This is why trauma echoes through generations. A family can carry poverty, fear, or illness, not just genetically, but vibrationally. What isn't healed gets broadcast, and what is broadcast gets repeated. And so, the field reflects it back again and again, like a loop, until someone breaks the signal. It's a sobering truth, isn't it? The field is listening to who you really are, not who you pretend to be. That's why you can't simply fake it until you make it. The field doesn't buy appearances, it buys authenticity. It listens to the emotions that run deepest, the ones you can't quite silence when you lay your head down at night. And if you're beginning to feel the weight of that realization, don't run from it. Sit with it. Because within it lies a hidden freedom. If your subconscious signal has been creating your current reality, then shifting that signal can open the door to an entirely new one. And if you feel called to go deeper, beyond theory, into the tools that actually shift those subconscious signals, there's something I'll quietly suggest. The Quantum Bridge. A field guide to the 7 keys of reality creation. It's not loud, it's not flashy. Think of it more as a whisper. If you're ready, you'll know. You'll find it waiting in the description. So let's return to the big question. What does all of this mean for you, here and now, in your everyday life? It means that reality isn't punishing you or rewarding you. It isn't picking favorites. It's simply reflecting you. Like a mirror, it has no agenda. It shows back what you project. That's both terrifying and liberating. If you broadcast scarcity, you'll find endless evidence of lack. Bills piling up, opportunities slipping away, the feeling of always chasing. If you broadcast fear, life will serve you reasons to stay small, to hesitate, to run. But if you broadcast gratitude, even in the smallest doses, synchronicities begin to bloom. Doors open you didn't know were there. People appear at the right time. Solutions whisper themselves into your awareness. Of course, it doesn't happen instantly. Reality has inertia, like a massive ship turning on the open sea. You can shift the wheel in a new direction, but it takes time for the full body of your life to catch up. That's why people give up too soon. They plant a seed and expect a tree the next day. But the field works with rhythm, with seasons. Once the shift begins, momentum builds, and slowly, the world around you reorganizes itself according to your new broadcast. This is why so many spiritual traditions, from ancient mystics to modern teachers, emphasize inner transformation first. Because the outer world doesn't change until you do. A mirror doesn't smile until you do. Life doesn't soften until your inner state softens. It's a law woven into the fabric of reality. And maybe now you're wondering, if my thoughts create reality, why don't I just instantly get what I want? Why can't I think of $1 million, close my eyes, and open them to find it in my hands? Here's the subtle truth. The quantum field doesn't respond to fleeting surface thoughts. It responds to your dominant state of being. Think of it like a song stuck in your head. You might play a different tune for a moment, but the song that lives deeper will take over again when you're not paying attention. Your subconscious is the playlist, and unless you change the song at its root, it will keep repeating. You can't trick the field with a 5-second wish. It doesn't buy the mask. It listens to the music beneath it. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. You can't yell at it to grow faster. The soil, the subconscious, must be fertile. The seed, the intention, must be consistent. And the care, the daily focus and emotional energy must be steady. If the soil is full of weeds, if the intention is scattered, if the care is inconsistent, the plant never grows. But when all three align, growth becomes inevitable. So manifestation is less about thinking a thing into being, and more about aligning your entire nervous system, your emotions, your subconscious patterns with the reality you want. It's about becoming the person who naturally lives in that reality, long before it arrives. And here's the ultimate takeaway. Your thoughts aren't private. The field is always listening. Every day, with every hidden belief and every repeated emotion, you're placing orders with reality. That's not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Because if you've been unconsciously creating up to this point, imagine what happens when you start creating with awareness. So I'll leave you with a question, not a simple one, but one worth carrying with you. What are you broadcasting right now? Not the words you speak, not the mask you wear, but the signal you radiate when no one's watching. That is the conversation you're having with reality. If this stirred something in you, share it in the comments. Let me know what you're realizing about your own broadcast. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's keep this conversation alive. Because the more we remember that reality isn't happening to us, but through us, the more powerful we become as creators. And maybe, just maybe, the next time you catch yourself thinking a thought in silence, you'll remember it isn't silent at all.